Today's workout is going to recharge our batteries. We're going to leave this session feeling energized after doing some arm work and core work. I've got two kinds of weights here. I've got 8-pound set and then 2-pound weighted balls. Let's get started with our heavy weights, lying on the mat with feet placed hip distance apart. Pull your abs in and flatten your low back into the mat. We're gonna have our palms facing each other for this first set of chest press up on the exhale. 1 and 2. Our palms are facing each other. 3. And our elbows are brushing our sides each time we come down. This is like doing a tricep push-up. Let's do 5 more and 5. So we've got heavy weight. So by the end of this set, we're feeling some work in our arms. And 3 and 2 and 1. Then placing our weights down, let's go to rolling like a ball. Fold your legs in, hold on to the back of your thighs, pull abs in and roll up. Here's our start position. Hold on to the front of the knees, round the low spine, exhale to roll back, inhale, return. Massaging our spines, and 2, finding that C-curve position, and 3, abs in as we roll back and return. Shoulders anchored down the back. 5 more times, and 5, and 4, 3, controlling the movement, rolling just to the shoulder blades, not onto the neck. And last one. Grab your weights. Set 2 of chest press, palms facing each other. Exhale, press up. Inhale, bend. And 2. Pull our abs in here to feel the low back. Flatten the mat. We're pulling up and in with the abdominals, straightening our arms all the way. 5 more times. 5 and 4 and 3, stabilizing the shoulders down the back. 2 and 1. Let's place our weights down for our second ab challenge coming up. Heels are grounded, toes don't have to be, but they can be. Arms reach out parallel, roll halfway back, even further. Find your challenge point and roll back up, keeping the low back rounded. And 2, we're going to do 10 of these, and 3, focusing on low back, staying rounded as we come up and as we roll down, and 4. For the next 6, I'm going to do 3 with one leg straight, so extending one leg out. This adds a little more challenge, but we're just rolling through the spine, down and up, breathing, exhaling on the work. Switching legs, if you have one leg straight, we'll do last 3 to bring it up to 10. And 2, really controlling our low back position, abs in as we lower and abs in as we lift. Final set of our chest press, palms face each other for 1, and 2, 3, and 4. We're straightening our arms all the way. 5, 6, enjoying this feeling of being able to exercise lying on the mat. 8 and 9 and 10. Placing the weights down. One more ab exercise here is hip ups. We're going to extend our legs up and cross our ankles. Have arms long by the sides. Pull your abs in so tightly that the low back rolls off the mat. Find a range of motion that keeps this work in your abdominals and the low back doesn't feel tight. Okay, so let's start here. We'll count this as 1 and 2. After 5, cross your ankles the other way. And 4. If you want more challenge, you could go right into your Pilates jackknife, where you extend up, bringing your toes in line with your nose, keeping the weight out of the neck, legs pressed together, abs pull in. We're still rolling through our spine. Last one. Let's grab our weights for a chest press now with palms facing the knees, elbows wide. Widen the chest, abs in, press up on your exhale. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Energy through the top of the head. 5, out through the sit bones. 6 and 7 2 more. 9. This is our chest press, palms facing the knees. Placing the weights down. And now just reach long and stretch out. From our stretch position, let's take our left leg and fold it into the chest and bring our left arm down. With abs in tight, lift your right leg slightly off the mat with your back flat. Here is our start position. We're going to switch and switch. So arms and legs both switch and switch. Let's do 10 total. 1 and 2, 3. Work to keep that back flat. 4. You can do 5. This with both legs slightly bent. If when you straighten your leg out, you feel a little pulling in your back, try it with both legs slightly bent. Last one on each side. Bend those knees down. Grab onto your weights. Second set, chest press, palms face the knees. 1 and 2, 3. We've got energy through top of the head to the sit bones. We're straightening our arms all the way. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the weights down. Let's reach long, big stretch. We're going for round 2 of our reciprocal pattern. So fold the left leg in, bring the left arm down, right leg comes up and back is flat. Let's switch it for 10. 1, 2, 3, relax the neck. 4, 5, gently press the head into the floor. 6, back is flat. 7, reach long through one leg and pull the other leg into the chest. 9 and 10. One more set of our chest press. Palms face the knees, press up. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So we're working on our arms. 5 and 6. We're breathing. 7, trying to re-energize. 8, 9, 10, and placing the weights down. Let's go to Pilates roll over. Start, fold your legs in and reach them up to 90 degrees. Press the length of your arms into the mat. Squeeze your legs together and point your toes. Lift legs up and over to parallel to the floor. Separate your feet and flex your feet. Roll down as far as you can keep your back flat. Bring your legs together. Point your toes and roll over. We'll do 5 each way. So this is 2. Separate the legs to roll down. Feet are flexed. Point the feet. Squeeze legs together. Arms, abs, legs working to lift you up and over. Stretch through the back of the legs as you roll down. Chest is relaxed as legs squeeze together. Abs in. Up and over. Keep the weight out of the neck. Rolling down. Re-energize with this. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And relax anything that doesn't need to be tight. Let's reverse it. We're going to separate the legs. Point the toes to lift up and over. Bring the legs together. Flex your feet. Roll down. Legs are squeezing together. That's 1. 4 more. Separate the legs. Toes pointed. Feet together. Flex the feet and roll down. Legs pressing together. Arms pressing into the mat like 2 heavy lead pipes. Up and over. And rolling down. Find fluidity in this movement. Up and over, massaging through the spine. Using the abdominals to create precision and control. 1 more time. Up and over. And rolling down. We're going to turn over. And we're done with these heavy weights, so we can place these to the side. We're going to lie face down and do single leg kick for some extension. So let's start here. Pull our abs in, squeeze our legs together, and lift up. Prop up on our elbows. We're going to stretch the front of the body here. So we're going to start and kick in 2 times. 1, 2. Lengthen leg out to straighten it, and switch. 1, 2. You can do a point flex pattern. Point, flex, and reach. Point, flex, and reach. We'll do 10 of these. So that's 5 and 6. We're stretching our thighs. Point, flex. We're stretching our abs. reaching our chest through the hands. One more time, squeeze your glutes to press your hip bones into the mat. Lower down, let's do our double leg kick, more stretching. Clasp your hands behind your back, rest your head or your face on the mat, elbows sink down to stretch your shoulders. Legs are squeezing together. 1, 2, 3. Kick the legs in. Imagine hands or feet are attached by a rubber band. Arms straighten out, legs straighten out. Hold and stretch, reaching the chest forward. Squeeze your glutes. Abs in. Let's lower down and look the other way. Finding our stretch for the shoulders. 1, 2, 3 kicks. And lift up. Looking the other way, lower down. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen arms and legs straight. Press the hips down. Abs are pulling in. 1, 2, 3. I love this one because we're stretching our shoulders, working our back body core. We're stretching our thighs, stretching our abs, incorporating some breathing, and lifting up. Let's do 4 more. Look to one side, lift up as high as it stays out of your low back, chest reaching forward. Let's look the other way, stretching our shoulders, and lift. One more time, each side. And lifting up, squeeze your butt. And look the other way, 1, 2, 3, and lift. Press back, stretch out your low back for a moment. Now we're going to move forward for one more extension work here, and it's going to be some swimming. So bring your palms towards you, anchoring your low rib cage to the mat. Pull your abs in and press your hips down into the mat. Let's lift up opposite arm leg and lower, and lift opposite arm leg and lower. Reach and lower. Lift your leg as high as you can. Keep that work in your leg, in your glute, but not your low back working. And lift, where our chest is reaching through the hands. We've got the back of the neck long, and lift, lift, lift. Let's do 4 more, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time, low back stretch. Just sit back onto your heels. And now we'll take one weighted ball and we'll do some roll-ups. We're going to start with our legs bent as we roll down, and then extend your right leg out straight and hold your light weight in your right hand. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, tilt the chin down. Reach forward slightly with your arm as you articulate up, reaching the ball up. Lengthen your spine up to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone under to initiate rolling back down to your start position. Ball ends up over your shoulder. Exhale, abs in as you roll up. Straight leg is grounded to the mat. Lift and stretch and lengthen, and lower back down. On your exhale, inhale. Exhale to roll up. Stretch and lowering down on the exhale. Exhale, lift up, stretch and lengthen, and hold that length in your spine as you roll down one vertebra at a time. One more time, rolling up, lift and stretch, and then lowering down, rolling slowly through the hard part. Let's switch it. Left hand holds the ball, right arm down by the side, right leg bent. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, reach forward slightly, and then lift the ball up overhead, lengthening the spine. You're light in the hand that's on the mat because you're lifting so much through the abs. To make it harder, reach straight up to the ceiling instead of reaching the ball forward on the diagonal. 3 more. Exhale to roll up, stretch, roll down with control, right through the center of the spine. Since we've only got one ball, we've got to focus on staying centered as we roll down through the spine. Last one, rolling up, keep shoulders down, and rolling back down all the way to the mat. Fold your legs in and coming up. Now we'll do a sequence with a little bit of stretching, a little bit of arm work. We've got our legs positioned, 90-degree angles with both. Ribs are over hips. Abs are pulling up and in. Let's start. Keep shoulders down as we lift our light weights overhead and lower for 5 times. On the exhale, lift. And 2. Shoulders are down. We're lengthening the spine. And 3. Reaching long. Imagine there are heavy springs attached to the floor, and you're controlling those springs as you tighten them and lift, and then control them down. Now we're going to a mermaid variation. One arm will lift up, stretch over to one side, pass through T position, and stretch to the other side. On this one, we're working on keeping the spine lengthening up as we challenge that with this gentle side bend and a little bit of arm work. Lift up and stretch. Pass through T and stretch. 2 more times. Stretch. Feels good to stretch our sides. We're working our shoulders and keeping our shoulders down. 1 more time. Stretch and stretch. And then we're going to do hug a tree for 5 and 4. Stay light in your legs by lifting up and in with the abdominals. 2. And last one. Place the balls or the weights down. And then I'm just going to turn to the side for this one. We're doing 2 stretches. We're having our same leg forward. Slide your foot forward so you can bend this back leg into about a 135-degree angle or so. We're trying to stretch the front of that right hip. We're trying to recharge here, so we need to do some stretching. So here's our psoas stretch. Again, we're squeezing our glutes, we're pulling our abs in and relaxing the shoulders. Now we're going to shift back, place our fingertips down, straighten the front leg out, and reach it forward, reaching back through our sit bones, keeping our hips square and our shoulders square. We're going to add a flex point to emphasize stretching our straight leg. Abs are lifting into the spine here. Last one. And now we're going to switch to the other foot forward for our stretch and arm series. So let's start with our right leg forward. Arms reach up overhead and lower for 5 and 4. We've got our abs pulling up and in, our shoulders down. 3. We're creating internal resistance. 2 and 1. Then let's bring our arms out to the T. We'll go to our mermaid side stretch variation. 1. Passing through the T, reaching long and keeping shoulders anchored down as we lift up through the spine. And 3. 2 more sets. And 1 more time. Side bend and side bend. Let's end with our hug a tree for 5 and 4. I'm feeling a little bit of my legs here. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's place the weights down so we can go to our psoas stretch. Slide your front foot forward. Pull your abs in. Shoulders sliding down. We've got our hips square. We're aiming our stretch into the front of the hip. Front of the left hip for me. Holding here and stretch. Now we're going to shift back. Straighten out the front leg. Fingertips on the floor. Pulling the tailbone and sit bones back. Let's flex point for 5 and 4. We've got our shoulders down. No tension in the neck. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's take our light weights and come up to a standing position for some bicep work. We're just going to take this deep squat. We're going to reach our arms straight out and 10 times bicep curls, arms connected into the back. Let's take our deep squat here because we'll get a big opening in our hips and it'll help warm up our legs and create a feeling of relaxation later. Let's do 4 more. And 3. We're lifting up and in with our abdominals. 2. Our low back is supported. 1. Arms out to the side, still in peripheral vision for 10 more. 1 and 2 and 3, incorporating breathing. 4, internal resistance. Imagine you've got springs, you're pulling them away and controlling them back. 5 more, and 5, and 4, 3, long neck, 2, and last one. And we're up. We're going to end with a roll down. We're done with these weights. So let's stand at the end of the mat, hip distance apart with the feet, abs in tight. Imagine your low back is against a wall. Tilt the chin down to start rolling down. Keep the hips right over the feet. Roll through the spine. Let your head hang heavy. Let's take 4 steps out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in our front plank position. Hold, walk back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Head hangs heavy. Keep hips over feet as we roll back up. Arms reach up overhead, stretch. Align that low back against the wall. Arms down by the sides. Tilt the chin down and rolling back down. Let's walk out for 4 steps. 2, 3, 4. Hold our plank and walk back. 2, 3, 4, and rolling up. Rebuild the spine. We've got 2 more to go. Rolling down. So we've been working on energizing, refreshing here. You can add a push-up if you're in the mood, and then walking back and rolling up. We've got 1 more to go. Abs in, rolling down, peeling off an imaginary wall. Let the head hang heavy at the bottom. Enjoy this great stretch. Walk out. This is our final plank. Add a push-up if you're in the mood. Walking back 4 steps. And then rolling up to standing. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you feel energized and refreshed and ready to face the day. See you next time.